so on.
Who are these guys?
Afternoon spirits. Are there any spirits here with me right now? I'm going to tell you a little story about a ghost boy that I encountered in the hospital and occasionally still do. The child was about, I would say, 7 years old or 8. And one day I was walking down the hallway. It was a night shift. And I saw him walking down the hallway. We were doing construction. We were upgrading the hospital because it's an older hospital. It was a community hospital, and it needed to be upgraded. We needed more beds, more units, and everything else. So we were upgrading. So in the older portion of the I worked in Merge, but it had 2 episodes that I'm going to tell you about today. One was in the old medical ward, which was on the 3rd floor, and the unit was shut down and was being renovated. So I was kind of bored, and I took a walk there on my break, and I saw a little boy walking into the unit, and this is in the middle of the night, and this is the first time I saw this child. He walked in, the door open, it shut behind him, and I walked in behind him, and I saw him walking down the hallway, and I'm like, what is this little kid doing here? And I called out to him, I'm like, excuse me. He kept walking, and then he made a right into one of the rooms, and he pushed the door open, and all the room doors were shut down, like closed, and I saw him push the door open, and the door closed behind him. So I kind of quickly walked down the hallway, and I pushed open the door that he was in, that he walked into, and he wasn't there. There was nobody there. Kind of freaked me out, so I kind of ran and never went to that ward alone ever since that day. And then I saw him again. I was in Emerge, and I used to smoke at that time. Oh my god, my phone is just sliding across my dashboard. I went outside to have a smoke. This was many years ago, so I haven't smoked a cigarette in about, since 2013. So this was, I would say, about 2008 that I saw this child for the first time. I saw him come out, like when you go out for a smoke, it used to be like it's near the ambulance bay, so EMS bay is to the right, and then this door is to the left. You're looking to the outside, but if you're on the outside looking in, it would be to the right. So I was going down this hallway. We can go in and out without, with our badges and everything. And this was in the newer portion of the Emerge that we just built. It was still under construction. So I went outside, had a smoke, came back inside, and I saw this little child coming out of the clean room to the right. And I was like, what is this kid doing here? Like, I mean, it's in the middle of the night. It's about 3 in the morning, and I didn't say anything. Just you got this feeling that just something wasn't right. So then he walked out, made a right, and then turned left into what we call the soil unit. He made a left in there, and I went in there to check. And I was checking everything, and I mean, he wasn't there. I wasn't the only one to see him. A friend of mine, he saw him too. And he came up to me about maybe 2 months later. I put a word saw this child, and he was saw it, and then he was like, you know, I gotta tell you something. He goes, I saw a little boy, and I'm like, I saw you. And a few months after that, we went to the lunchroom, and up on our thank you board where parents or patients thank you cards for whatever, there was a picture of a little boy. It was an obituary picture. He was a little boy who actually came into our merge, and this is the boy that we saw had passed away. He had a underlying cardiac issue that nobody knew about, and he was running outside, he was playing outside, and he just collapsed. And we had a few of those back in the days where we were getting little kids that were just collapsing on underlying heart conditions that nobody even knew about. We don't know what happened. But anyways, he came in under cardiac arrest. We worked really hard to save him, and we couldn't. And that's a little boy that me and my buddy, Joe, we were like, what the hell? That looks like the kid. Like, literally, this looks like the kid. It was very weird, and I know that's who he is. And I did see him a few more times. But that one there, like the first time seeing him up on the floor, and enter that area and kind of disappearing, and then seeing him again in the emerge. So I don't know why he was upstairs. I have no idea, but he was in our emerge. So I think it was just what they call a moment in time, playing over and over again, like a residual thing. It's one of the many other stories that I have to share. Sorry about the device, it's kind of talking, so I don't know if you can hear the wind saying. Are there spirits here that would like to communicate? To share in this story that I told? No, it's fine. Do you recognize the story I told? Spirit? Anyways, I just thought I would share that. It was one of the stories of many I have.
I mean, come on. Get together.
I mean, come on.
Don't know.
So, anyways, I'm still trying.
I was right.
I'm trying to debunk spirit boxes. I know spirits exist. I know spirits exist. I have seen them with my own eyes. I have experienced them. And
More stuff.
the thing that helps me know that what I saw was true and real is that I have other witnesses that have seen it on their own time, or like when we are together or something. But I don't like seeing them when I'm alone on a deserted unit, and you know, it's really creepy. I'm not brave. I am a chicken. You know, even though this little spirit was, you know, very harmless, but it scared the bejesus out of me. Who's screaming? There's someone in there screaming. They can stop. Are there spirits here with me? How many are there? See, when I ask a question, it doesn't answer. I don't know.
Right. Pause it.
Anyways, I'm gonna post this. Hopefully you can hear me well enough. And let's see.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. You got more to say?
Let's.
Okay. I'm gonna end this session. And hopefully you can hear my story. I'm thinking about ways to post my story. Share my experiences as a nurse, working in a merge. You know, I'm sure sure I'll have a lot more.
And so,
That's all right. Thank you very much, guys.